What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Afan, and today we'll be talking about the new cricket game by Big Ant, Cricket 22. They have finally announced a new game. I've been waiting for this for so long, but they've finally done it. They've done it. That's all right. They've done it. That's it. They've done it. They have done it. And for all of you who've been asking me when am I going to upload the next video in Cricket 19, I'm going to upload the World Cup in Cricket 19. Career mode, I'm not doing it. I've told you guys through my posts, and also I've given you videos, that career mode keeps getting stuck for me. So I had to reset the academy. I re-downloaded all the teams, started career mode again, shot videos for 1 week long, got to the point where I already was before I had to reset the career mode. And guess what? The same exact glitch happened again, and I had to reset again, and I had to start all over again. And that's when I said, okay, I'm done with this game. I'll not play at least career mode again. So yeah, there's that. I'll do the World Cup in Cricket 19, but that's it. I'm not doing anything else. But Cricket 22 though, let's focus on that game. So there's a short little teaser here, right? And as you can see, there's a stadium, and it starts off empty. The sun's coming up, clouds are going around, sun's moving around just like it does in real life. Then the crowd slowly comes in. So basically what I'm seeing is, well, dynamic weather, which was something that was there in Cricket 19 as well as dynamic crowd. At the start of the game, there isn't as much crowd, and that's true for real life as well, although due to COVID-19 in some parts of the world, there's no crowd at all. I wonder if they'll have an option for that, by the way. Basically, yeah, weather is going to change throughout the game, and the amount of people that are in the stands will change. Now, something that comes to mind with that is if they'll have the feature where the amount of people that are in the stands doesn't just reflect the time of the day, but also the situation in the game. So let's say the game's in India, right? And it's India versus, I don't know, let's just say Pakistan. I know that's never going to happen other than the World Cup, but let's just say it does happen, right? And you can make it happen in Cricket 22, but any team, right? And let's say India is not doing so well. The crowd's obviously going to be upset. What I want to know is, will the crowd leave early knowing that India is going to lose, or England's going to lose, or whatever? Take any country. My point is, the home side is losing. Will the crowd leave early? That will be a very interesting feature if they can pull it off. Then after that, they released another video just today. So let me play that for you real quick and then go into a bit of detail as to what's going on there. It's the Nets challenge, right? So first off, the guy talks about how the graphics have improved. Now, I can't really tell how much the graphics have improved from this video alone, and you won't be able to tell all that much either, because a lot of processing when you upload the videos gets processed so much that you're unable to differentiate, you know, even between Cricket 19 and Cricket 22. So right from the get-go, I can't really see that big of a difference, but there's certainly a difference in terms of graphics. So I'm not going to talk about the graphics all that much, because like I said, we can't really tell from a Twitter video. Like I said, the videos get compressed so much that it loses the quality, that sharpness, you know? Hold on, let me play this on the screen so I don't want to look down while talking, you know? That way I can look at the screen. All right, here we go. Just take me a second, that's all. Oh, so he mentioned that if you pre-order the game right now, you'll get early access to the Nets, which I'm gonna pre-order, obviously. Pre-orders are available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and also Steam on PC. They're not available on Nintendo Switch, however, the game will be available once it's released on Nintendo Switch. I'll go into the release date at the end of the video as well in much more detail. They've got a whole article here. Let's take a look at the video first. So yeah, if you pre-order, you get the little bonus there. Right now, Pat Cummins is on the screen, as you can see. He's running up to ball. Now, the run-up looks very similar, and right there, the bowling action looks very similar to Pat Cummins from Cricket 19 as well. And that's okay, because in Cricket 19, Pat Cummins had a really good bowling action similar to his real life one, and I'm sure they'll have tweaked it enough to make it even more realistic and more like his authentic real bowling action, which is really good. And you have Elise Perry coming in with the peri-peri sauce. Don't really get to see her bowling action all that much, but there is, however, one bowling action that I would like to show you that is new to the game, which means there will be many new animations. There you go, Jimmy Anderson, this is the one. Jamie, number 9, the legendary bowler. Now, one thing to notice though, right here, the spinner bowling, so her right here, yeah, that bowling action is exactly the same as the one in Cricket 19. So I don't know if they have any new spinning animations, but they do have new bowling animation. And here you go. There you go. Did you guys see that? Let me pull it back. Look at that. Focus on Jimmy right there. Jimmy with his authentic, real Jimmy Anderson, real life like bowling action is in the game right there. Look at that. That is just brilliant. So that makes me think there are many new, look right there again. There are new animations in the game for bowling, and I'm hoping there will be for batting as well. I just wonder which bowlers and batsmen they're going to pick. Now I assume it'll all be England, Australia, New Zealand, West Indies, and Ireland. By the way, yes, 3 new entries to the international front. I'll talk about that more later. Let's focus on the game at the moment. So the batting styles, yeah, they look pretty similar to Cricket 19. Not much difference there, but then again, this is pre-release. This is alpha or beta or whatever. Got a couple of months still to go, so they're gonna polish it a bit more, maybe add a bit more, I don't know. But so far the batting looks pretty similar, generic to Cricket 19. But Cricket 19 did already have 5 different presets for batting though, that's for certain. So right here, next to the radar are the controls: defensive, aggressive, attacking, precision. That's the same way it was in Cricket 19, which is good because you don't want the controls to change. You want the controls to remain the same. You want the game to improve, but the controls to remain the same. That way you can just pick up the game and play it as it is, right? You don't need to learn something new. And we can see that if we go back to when he's bowling here, right here. So the same thing, bowling system as Cricket 19, and like I said, that's a good thing because you want the controls to remain the same. You want to go into the new game with the same controls so you can play it right from the back without needing too many tutorials. As you can see, pretty much everything's the same: slow delivery, faster delivery, normal delivery, all that good stuff, aiming and everything. And then they ended with Cricket 22. Pre-order now and receive the next challenge, like I said, and they'll be on all these systems, so the Xboxes, PlayStations, and also Nintendo Switch and Steam. But the pre-order is not available for Nintendo Switch. So they have an article here. I'm going to open that article and share that with you guys as well. Announcing Cricket 22, a new era of cricket games has arrived. So now let's talk about the licenses. That's a big thing that everybody talks about with these sports game, any sports game really. They want to know which leagues, which teams are in it. So in this one, there are some new additions that were never there before. You've got Australia and England. That was always there. So they're keeping that, which is good. But new additions. So from Australia, something that did not exist in Cricket 19 is the Australia's T20 Big Bash competition. That will be part of Cricket 22 now, which is great news, big news, especially for the Aussie fans and pretty much all the fans, cricket fans around the world. Then the 100, the new league by England and Wales Cricket Board, the 100 will be featured as well. And CPL, Caribbean Premier League. So cricket fans have a lot to look forward to with those licensed leagues, particularly the Caribbean fans. Then let's go on to the international front. They've got new teams there as well. So fully licensed teams from Australia and England. That was to be expected, but the West Indies will be fully licensed. We're not done. New Zealand. Oh no, we're not done. Ireland will be in there as well. So 5 teams on the international front compared to 2 before. That's 3 more. Quick maths, innit? But yeah, now let's take a look at some of the stills. We've got this picture of the stadium. Like I said, doesn't look all that much different, but then again, this is a pre-release game. It's not yet fully finished, so it's not going to look that great. We can't really judge it now. Let's take a look at some of the features that they mentioned. So they said they have taken a lot of fan feedback, which is great. They say all new bowling and fielding controls. Now, I'm not entirely sure what they mean by controls because we saw the gameplay and the controls were pretty much the same as Cricket 19. Obviously, we will find out more about that once the game comes out. And it says, now this is the most important thing and the thing that people are going to care about a lot more than the other features. A deep narrative-driven career mode, just like the one that I started and then gave up on. They will have a narrative or a story inside the game, so I don't need to go to GTA and NBA and all these other games and record cutscenes from there and put them together. I will still do that to do my own career mode, but you guys don't have to do that. You guys can have your own narrative in the game. You'll have training, you'll have press conferences, deal with injuries, and decide your path toward international glory. So career mode has been refined quite a bit, and that's something that I'm looking forward to, and I'll be doing an extensive version of the career mode in it as well, and I'm sure you guys are looking forward to as well. It's the most accessible cricket game yet. New to cricket. Cricket 19 makes it easier before we complete. Oh, so they've got like tutorials and all that good stuff. So you're someone who's new to the game of cricket, but also the video game of cricket. You know, they'll have tutorials for you to learn, and also I'll be making tutorials so you can learn from me as well if the tutorials in the game are not that satisfactory, which, let's be honest, most of those tutorials that are in the game aren't, you know. An all-new commentary team. Now, I don't really care about this because the thing about the commentary is it's not the team's fault, it's not the people's fault who are commentating, because they had Michael Slater before, who's a tremendous commentator, but he was very bad in the game. Why? Because the developers of the game did not really execute it all that well. So having Michael Atherton, Ian Healy, Mel Jones, Alison Mitchell, and David Gower is amazing. Those are all tremendous commentators. How well is Big Ant going to take those guys and bring their unique personalities into the game, though? How well are they going to execute that? I'm not entirely sure if they will do it at all, honestly. That's why I'm not looking forward to that feature in particular all that much, but I'm hoping for the best. Maybe they'll surprise me, who knows? The best looking cricket ever. Cricket takes full command of the latest generation, however, not only a band, of course, you expect that, right? Ray tracing and all these new tech that have come out over the years. I mean, it is almost 2022, so you would expect this game to look the best out of all the cricket games. That was to be expected. Although some of the stills they've given here, I mean, look at this one. It doesn't even look like proper human, but that's all right. Like I said, this is pre-release, so we'll forgive them for that. Once the game releases, then we will find out more about it and how good the game looks. We've got a still of Tim Payne right here. So now about the release dates. Cricket 22 releases on the 25th of November 2021, so just before the Ashes starts, and it'll be after the World Cup has already ended, so that's why I'll be doing the World Cup in Cricket 19 still. Pre-orders are available on, like I said, Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and those guys will have access to the mid-October Nets Challenge release as well. So if you pre-order it, then you get a chance to play in the Nets in Cricket 2022, which I will be doing, and I'll be sharing with you guys the videos as well. And also, another important news, if you buy it on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One and then later buy a PS5, like right now I have an Xbox One because I cannot buy an Xbox Series X, so I have to pre-order it on the Xbox One. Guess what they're saying? They're saying if you buy it on Xbox One and later on buy a Series X, you get a free upgrade from the Xbox One to the Series X. So I don't have to pay for the game again when I get the new console. So that's something to keep in mind as well, because I know there are a lot of people who are unable to get PS5s and Xbox Series X's because they're out. Everywhere, they're just out. Now the Nintendo Switch version has a different release date. It's just a couple of months late, though it's not that late. So it's January 2022, so that's just 2 months after the initial release on the other console. So there you have it. I'm so excited for it. Are you guys gonna pre-order it? Like I said, I will definitely be pre-ordering it. Yes, I will be making a lot of videos in Cricket 2022. I will not be making that many videos in Cricket 19, however. Just the World Cup, and that's it. I'm not touching that game again, because that game pisses me off a lot and I don't want to be pissed off. Also, I have a new channel, Shower Yafan, link in the description. I pretty much upload daily there, so you can check that channel out. And in the meantime, you know, while we wait for the World Cup and Cricket 2022, you can check out the content there. Once Cricket 2022 is out, then I'll start uploading here as well. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said, check out my other channel as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a nice